Hey everybody, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to another J Music Weekly Top 5 video, where we take a look at the weekly Oricon charts, and we determine our own top 5 of the week, based on what's in the charts.
As you may have known from the previous video, we determine what songs we think deserve to be at the top by using a very special criteria called the CASP method. C-A-S-P.
This is a very special acronym that stands for C for composition, which usually entails melodies, harmonies, or anything involved with that, usually lyrics as well. And A for accessibility. Does a song really reach the audience? Does the melody, the harmonies, are they too out there? Do they coincide with the lyrics? Does the story really help it out? S for sophistication, which usually has to do with artistry. How many liberties did they really take? Was it too repetitive, or did they actually take the time to create some diversity within the song? And then there's P for presentation, which has to do with the totality of the package. Is the video cool? Did the video really bring the song to life? What about the vibe that the entire song was able to create, the artist was able to create rather, from the music, from the harmonies, the melodies, and anything that goes in there? That's kind of the complete package. We also, of course, always want to give thanks to Oricon and J-Pop Asia for making these charts available for us to look at every single week. It's really great. And we also want to thank lyricalnonsense.com, of course, for having such a comprehensive database on Japanese lyrics that are also translated into English.
And with all that being said, let's begin the countdown.
Alright, coming in at number 5 is Supernova Express 2016 by the legendary Glay. For composition, it received an 8 out of 10, accessibility an 8 out of 10, sophistication a 7 out of 10, and presentation an 8 out of 10, all for a total of 31 out of 40 points. Now this song I think really started off really well. I mean, it was really nice to see after such a long period of time, since I think maybe 1988 when they started, but I guess their first album didn't really come out until 94. But either way, regardless, it was really great to see that even after all these years, they're still releasing really nice music.
Yeah.
Like, there's like really beautiful stuff. The key changes, I think, within the song really bring everything alive. And then especially in the shots in the video when you see that, oh wow, these guys are still cool. And they're not as kind of radical as they used to be back in the day as well too. Especially considering the fact that this is coming from a band whose faces were plastered all over an airplane in, was it like 2011 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, that's kind of funny.
And not to mention that, like, with all of these charts, and the songs that are on said charts, the J-Rock songs that top are usually literally hardcore. There's either metal or visual kei that hit really hard, and then just to see something like this Glay song on the charts, it was just kind of a breath of fresh air, because it's nice to know that there's always this laid back vibe, and there's always a wide spectrum of Japanese music, just like it is in American music. So it's definitely in perspective.
Yeah, it definitely deserves to be on the list.
And ranking in at number 4, we have Foolishly Honest, Impulsive Actions by Kobushi Factory. Composition has an 8 out of 10, accessibility has a 9 out of 10, sophistication a 7 out of 10, and presentation with a 7 out of 10 as well, all totaling up to a total of 31 out of 40. Alright, can I just say that this just blew me out of the water?
Right. Just definitely an interesting surprise.
I did not know so much funk could be in an idol J-pop group.
Yeah, this is really interesting.
Man, there's really not much else I can say, really, rather than that. I was just blown away by just the vibe and presentation of everything.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see a couple of teenage girls really trying to sing the blues and this kind of thing. I thought that was really cool. I thought also the juxtaposition of all the horn lines was really cool. I was like, every I think 2 bars or 2 or 4 bars or something, there's a new kind of crazy horn line that the trumpets or the brass section was putting in. That was really cool. And overall, they took some ambitions with the bridge, which was kind of cool. They kept descending in whole steps kind of vibe. I mean, it's not exactly I wouldn't say it's the most sophisticated of the songs, but it definitely got put over the top for. I gotta give them Hello Project props for deciding to use real horns in the song, and also decided to put some of this stuff in here. Really, it's nice to get the real horn sound into people's ears, which is why one of these days we might even cover this song. We might. Let's not say too much about that.
Let's not.
And coming in at number 3 is I Kill, or Ikiru, by Deep Girl. But before we start this, we should actually say that there's a graphic warning, a small graphic warning for those of you who may be squeamish to blood, even fake blood. There are themes of depression and just scenes of people cutting themselves. Now, for composition, this got a 9 out of 10, a 5 out of 10 for accessibility, a whopping 10 out of 10 for sophistication, and a 9 out of 10 for presentation. Now, I think that regardless of the themes that are in the song, this had to be on the list because it was actually very deep. The poetry actually coincided really, really nicely with the video and the music. I think it was really interesting because this is one of the first songs that we've seen here on this list that actually features oration. Yeah, like spoken word oration actually for the majority of the video. Yeah. With the choruses actually being kind of the different words. I know that every single chorus, I think there are about 3 of them. Yeah. And one of them has a word, they all say like a certain word hurts to hear. Like I think like love is one of them, life is one of them, to kill is one of them. I think I might have to go back and check on this. But seeing that in there and seeing that's when the music came in, that really kind of threw me for a loop. I was really impressed, blown away by this. Yeah, and I really kind of think that while this doesn't fit with any of the other songs that we had in the list or even last week's list, with the realm that it fits in, it does perform well with what else it's associated with, which is why it's on this list. Yeah, and it's really interesting because this isn't really the first time a theme like this has been seen. This is a very popular theme that goes back to like Battle Royale actually, with the whole schoolgirls kind of like there's like dark themes, there's blood everywhere. Except the thing I really did like about this is that even though it's kind of a, the whole song is themed around depression from this one girl who feels like she's being like picked on very severely or everything. Yeah. There's no cliche, oh I'm gonna get revenge with a knife, I'm gonna get revenge kind of thing. It's actually just a complete zoom in, a hone on her emotions and how she feels about this. And that's really, they really took a really good job at composing this song together. And I think that's why it deserves to be on this list. Mm-hmm. And ranking in at number 2 is New Day by No Name. Composition got a 9 out of 10. Accessibility got an 8 out of 10. Sophistication got a 9 out of 10. And presentation also got a 9 out of 10. All for a total of a whopping 35 out of 40 points. Yeah, man, this song was beautiful, 100%. Yeah. I haven't seen this anime yet that it comes from, but I think that now from watching the show that I would enjoy it thoroughly. Yeah. Beautiful poetry, 100%. Beautiful music. Yeah. I mean, both of those things kind of, I can tell that this song, especially from reading comments on some of the original videos that the song comes from, that this must define the vibe of the show really well. I think every time I listen to it, it kind of sends chills down my spine. From that, I even saw a comment that I kind of resonated with on one of the original videos. Yeah. How like the first 10 seconds of the video really draw you in. Yeah. And just for any of you music theory buffs, or even if you're not a music theory buff, I want to explain that this song goes through about, I think, 3 keys is what I noted. The first is A flat minor, which usually is very warm, very dark. Mm-hmm. And then it springs to life in D major / B minor. Yeah. And then right away it all opens up. But at first it's like she's sitting there just drawing you in very beautifully. And that really made a really big difference for me. I don't know why they're called No Name with a K, but or New Day with a K. I still haven't figured out what that's all about. Yeah. But if it has any bearing on the song, I'm sure it's worth it. I think it's a really beautiful song. Yeah. And coming in at number 1, Contrast by This Lip. Now, for composition, it got a 10 out of 10. Accessibility, an 8 out of 10. Sophistication, a beautiful 9 out of 10. And a 9 out of 10 for presentation, giving it a total of 36 out of 40 points. Woo. This song had incredible vibe, 100%. I thought that the thing that brought this over the top for us, because it was really hard to choose between number 1 and number 2, really. Yeah. Between this one and the New Day song. I think one of the things is the relationship between the verse and the chorus. Beautiful relationship between what we call borrowed chords and chromatic medians. Now these words may seem kind of crazy, but the reason why I brought this up is because there's one note that is common between the starting key, A flat minor, and then the key that the chorus is in, which is B minor, and that's the note B itself. It's present in both chords, and it's present in both chords, both keys, and the way they tie the lyrics in both to those keys are connected. It's just beautiful. I was looking at the translations on lyricalnonsense.com as I was listening to the song, and it blew me away. I mean, there's really, I'm just gonna it was beautiful. It was just a great song.
Yeah, there's really not much else to say about it.
Yeah, and this is a great group to listen to. I think I'm gonna check more of them out. Definitely deserve to be number one. Well, that's it for this week's video. Again, what do you think? Were we right? Were we wrong? Should we have picked another song that rhymed? But I'm not gonna do that for too long. All right, let me just stop laughing. Anyway, questions, comments, epiphanies, or opinions. If you have another top 5 list, why don't you put yours in the comments below? And also check the description for links to full songs that you can listen and make your own judgments for yourself.
If you like what you saw, don't be afraid to give it a big thumbs up, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button in the description box below. And if you want to find out more about what we're doing, hit up jmusicband.com, and you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and you can like us on Facebook to keep updated with all of what we're doing in real time.
And for more videos, click over here.
Here for another video.
Yeah, exactly.
And remember, if you like what you saw,
Well,